Hi, my name is Tim with TM Media Design. I'm one of the creative directors and owner of the design firm. And what I want to talk to you about today is what I think you should look for when you're thinking about hiring a creative design firm. Now, the first thing that come to people's mind is to look at the portfolio. And yes, that is definitely a priority. You do want to take a good look at some of the different projects a design firm has produced. And usually that's represented in a website. A good design firm should have a website in this day and age to be able to show you different works and different projects they've completed. Another thing you want to find out is you want to understand and get some details on exactly what their creative process is and find out what happens from start to finish on a project. And that is extremely important. You can find a lot of firms that will eat up a lot of your time and money if they don't have a good creative process set up, and they can go down basically 30 miles down a road that you didn't want to go 1 mile down on a creative direction. So you really want to look at that. Timelines, you want to make sure you want to get a feel that the firm is realistic on their timelines, and all I can tell you on that is use your common sense. If they say they can do a 60-page magazine in 2 days, chances are it's not going to get done. So just use your own common sense on that. Also, you want to find out is how their budgeting works, and do they seem realistic in their budgeting. Now, a good design firm will ask you basically point blank, what is your budget? And I know a lot of firms that, especially companies that never dealt with a design firm, kind of step back and say, well, why do you want to know that? Well, what they're trying to find out is, number one, they're trying to find out if you're realistic in what you're talking about, and if you understand a little bit of the value of some of the work that's created. So, for instance, if you come in and you're wanting a 20-page catalog and you want to spend $50, of course, chances are the design firm's going to say, sorry, we can't even touch that. So that's one thing they're trying to find out. Another thing they're trying to find out is the level of expectations from the client. Regardless of what the project is, it could be a flyer, it could be a large catalog. To try to get a feel of the expectations of that project, it's definitely good to have an idea of budget, because that also, like for instance, if there's a small company, accounting firm or something, a small local service company that needs a brochure, that could fairly be inexpensive. If it's the same project but it's going to be approved by 100 different people in IBM corporate, then that project could take 2 years to complete. So that's another reason why they're asking, just to get a level of expectations from the client. And the third thing they're trying to find out is there's probably about 300 different ways to approach a project. So what they're trying to find out as well is chances are the company dealing with a design firm doesn't have a huge education in graphics or what's possible. And depending on the project, there are many ways we can approach it and manipulate the project. So that's another reason why they're asking you for the budget, because they might not be able to do something or go down a certain direction, but they might be able to present you with something else that meets another process that would meet your budget. Last thing is, and I think the most important thing, is you want to find out how the communication is set up between, how the communication is processed between the firm and the client. You want to make sure that the design firm is really going to take charge in communicating with you effectively and making sure they're getting all your feedback and information. That is what you're paying for right there in my mind. We can have our design firm, we can have some of the best designers in the world, but if we don't get on the same page with our client, chances are that we're going to have a large failure on our hands. So you really want to make sure that their whole process, and this also incorporates with the creative process as well. You really want to find out how they go about doing business and how they communicate with clients and manage the projects, and again, go from beginning to end of the project. And that's pretty much it. I'll have some more videos out, get into more details of different topics later down the road. I hope this was helpful. You can contact us at info@tmmediainc.com. That is my email. Again, that's info@tmmediainc.com, or you can reach us on the web at www.tmmediainc.com. Thanks very much.